I'd like to bring up our next demo now. So I'm going to be introducing Scott from Atlassian, who flew in earlier today from the other side of the world. And Scott's going to show us a demo of integration that uses a lot of different points of integration, a lot of the different extension points, to show how their entire suite of development tools can be connected with lots of different points of connection with Google's suite of communication and collaboration tools. Scott.
Thanks, David. My name's Scott Farquhar, and I'm really excited to be here to demonstrate the integration we've built. Atlassian sells software development tools to 17,000 companies worldwide, and we've built kick-ass integration between Google Apps and our online hosted development suite, JIRA Studio. Today you're going to see the best integrated product in the Google Marketplace. Let's consider a software development team. Say I'm a project manager, and I'll switch to the demo now. Say I'm a project manager. I spend all my day in email, and what I really want is the information about my projects delivered to me directly in email. You can see on the left-hand side of the screen here, we've got a list of issues that are assigned to me. Now this list of issues comes directly from JIRA Studio and uses the gadget technology to embed it inside Gmail. With one click, I can get more information about this issue and interact with it directly. We can see on this particular issue, the technical lead on the project can't start development because we're missing the design specification. Now, because our company is standardized on Google Docs for all our information, it's simple to simply click through to search for and attach the design specification to this issue. We think that this integration is going to save a whole heap of time for companies that use Google Docs as well as JIRA Studio. Let's instead take a different member of the software project. Let's take the software development lead. Now, while the development lead starts their day in Gmail, they quickly want to dive into Studio to get some work done. Now, using the universal navigation bar described earlier, we can click through and using the OpenID integration, not have to re-log in. Now, many of you will be familiar with JIRA, the #1 issue tracking system. JIRA combines the power of, Studio combines the power of JIRA with wiki, source code review, and continuous integration in one online hosted development suite. Now, you can see here with the dashboard for JIRA Studio is an iGoogle-like dashboard. And we've used the same technology that Google uses, the same open social technology in our products. And that means that we can take Google portlets and Google gadgets and embed them directly inside this dashboard, as you can see with the Google Translate gadget we have. Of course, you can also take Studio gadgets and display them inside Google applications, such as iGoogle or Gmail, like you saw previously. Now, the power of Studio is that we've got all these development applications in one suite. And on the left-hand side, you can see the list of recent activity across the entire development tools. Let's quickly jump through to the issue that we saw earlier. Now, because I'm the technical lead, I want to take this design specification and ensure that it's complete before I send it to my developers to begin work. Now, with a simple click, I can quickly review this document without leaving Studio, without having to re-authenticate or log in. I can review this document, and if I need to make any changes, with one click, I'll be sent straight to Google Docs, where I can make those changes, and they'll be reflected in real time. We think, again, this is going to save a whole heap of time. So, just to recap what we've shown you putting gadgets from Gmail, and gadgets from Google inside Studio, and gadgets from Studio inside Gmail. And we've shown you the real power of the integration for Google Docs. But the thing I'm most excited about is the Studio Activity Bar. The Studio Activity Bar is at the bottom of every page in Studio, and on the left-hand side gives you fingertip access to all the applications in Studio and all the applications in Google Apps. And on the right-hand side, we've integrated Google Talk. So Google Talk allows me to instantly collaborate with my colleagues and let them know what they need to do next. So in this particular case, this feature is ready to work, or ready to begin work. So I'm going to send it to Dan, the developer, and using our permalink feature, I can instantly send him the page that we're working on. Now, of course, this saves us a whole heap of time of jumping back and forth between applications and searching for the people in our team. So here we've sent the information to Dan, and then we have to set up a meeting to discuss with him later. Now, we think this integration of chat between your colleagues is incredibly powerful, but we didn't want to stop there. we thought, well, what can we do to take advantage of this integration between JIRA Studio and Google Apps? We thought, well, what if the applications themselves could talk with you? And that's what we built. Here you can see that we'll get a notification from our build system. And our build system has let us know that the build that we're interested in has failed. Now, I can click through from this failure message and see the build itself and find out why it failed and who's responsible. We can see here that it was Dan who broke the build, and he got his own instant message, and I'm sure he's already working hard to fix it. Here we go. So on the left-hand side, you can see instantly linked through to all the applications in Google Apps as well as Studio. We can see the recent Google Docs, such as the design specification we attached recently. We can see our upcoming calendar, and without leaving Studio, we can create an event. So we need to create that meeting with Dan at 9 p.m., well, I guess 9 tomorrow morning, and we can quickly add that and make sure it doesn't conflict with our other important meetings we have coming up. Without leaving Studio, we can see our upcoming Gmail events, and Gmail messages, and see if there's anything we need to respond to. We can see the code reviews that are assigned to us, and I think Dan has assigned me a code review to work on. The builds that have failed, such as the one we just seen. We can see our favorite wiki pages, as well as recent JIRA issues. Now, the thing that's most important for me is the final tab, which gives you a single view across all the applications of the things that are relevant to me and my team. So we've shown you gadgets in Studio and inside Gmail. We've shown you the power of Google Docs. We've shown you Google Talk and the fingertip access to all the applications. And that's just some of the integrations that we've built. And best of all, it's available today. In fact, it's in use already. In fact, it's being used by 40 developers in a bus traveling 60 miles an hour from San Francisco to South by Southwest. Along the way, they're committing code using this system, and they're using Google Apps and the Studio integration, and they'll be launching 3 startups when they arrive at South by Southwest. So we think this combination of products is fantastic for startups and software development companies alike, and we look forward to you using it. Thank you, Dave.